The big blue alien thing. It's so cute. Stop, am I about to cry? Hi besties and welcome back to my channel. For anyone who's new here, I'm Sophia and I love reading romance books. Now I'm sure some of you will have seen my November TBR video where my random jar prompts chooses 8 books for me to read throughout the month, and coincidentally 2 prompts popped up which kind of inspired this whole video. Oh my god, the highest rated book on your physical TBR. I swear to god I didn't plan this. My next prompt is the lowest rated book on your physical TBR. So the 2 books that I wound up picking I actually think I'm gonna enjoy for very vastly different reasons. The lowest rated book on my Goodreads physical TBR is Ice Planet Barbarians by Ruby Dixon with a 3.66 average star rating. I'm pretty sure most people either love or hate this book, but I have heard that it is a very bingeable series, so we'll see if I end up with a new favorite series. And secondly, in this video is the highest rated book on my TBR. This one is honestly very intimidating because it is a very popular book. It's blown up all over BookTok, BookTube, Bookstagram, literally everywhere, and I'm a little bit scared of it. I'm not necessarily a YA reader. I do prefer some more mature themes in my books, and I'm also not the biggest fantasy reader. I do enjoy it, but it takes a lot of brain power out of me, so I'm really scared of this book. But the highest rated book on my physical TBR according to Goodreads is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This one comes in with a whopping 4.49 average star rating, which is just insane. I really hope that reflects my experience with it. I really hope I get to rate it like a 4.5, 5 star even, because I am anticipating this book so much, and oh my god, I'm so scared to read it though. I'm actually not sure which of these 2 books that I'm going to read first. I'm going to leave that decision up to future Sophia, which will be with you in literally 10 seconds. But I just want to say, if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe because I would absolutely love to have you here. And now let's get into the reading vlog. So it's a couple of days later now and I'm in the mood for a new book. Obviously my 2 choices, I'm very excited for one of them. The other one, not so much, but I've decided I'm going to read Ice Planet Barbarians first because I honestly just want to get this book out of the way. Personally, I don't think monster romance is going to be for me. I have a lot of preconceived opinions about it that, you know, might get blown out of the water when I actually read it, but going into this book, I'm trying to put those all to the wayside and go into it with like no expectations. I really hope there's just like some semblance of a plot, or like the characters are somewhat interesting just to keep me reading, and hopefully the spice is good. Do I want it to be good? I don't know how to feel about this book. Oh my god, it's 300 pages. I hope this one goes somewhat well. I will come back to you and update you and keep you in the loop with anything that happens. Oh my god, I don't want to read this book. Yes, we are in the same spot as yesterday, but I am not in the same frame of mind. So I got kind of invested last night and I'm 200 pages into this book. It's actually 240 pages. There's a little novella at the end. Okay, I'm 196 pages in and I don't hate it. Like, if I'm being honest, I'm not entirely sure how I do actually feel about it, but the one thing I do know is that there's actually plot and it's actually kind of interesting. It is just the basic sort of rescue mission survival kind of story, but it's keeping me invested. Like, it's quite compelling and it's keeping me reading. It's keeping me glued to the book. However, while the plot is decent and keeping me reading and I'm enjoying it, the big blue alien thing, I'm not entirely sure it's for me. I'm unfortunately not obsessed with the fact that he is 7 foot tall, blue, has a tail, horns, and other various extremities. I don't love that. Definitely think I prefer my love interests of the human variety. Nothing against you if you love a good monster romance. I just personally don't think it's gonna be for me. I don't love the physical aspect of this book, but the emotional side is actually pretty good. I like the fact that he is so soft with Georgie and just the way he treats her. Like, he is willing to fall to his knees for her. He will act on her beck and call. Like, where do I find myself a man like that? You know what I'm saying? I do think the 3.66 average rating is going to be representative of this book. I definitely think it's probably going to sit at a 3 or 3.5 star for me. I'm probably going to go finish this now. The way that I actually like want to read the next one, like, they're kind of addictive. I'm going to go finish this book now and I'll come back to you when I do that.
Hey! How y'all doing?
It has been a month, 2 months since I started this video. It's 2024. Hi, and I don't want to talk about it, but what I do want to talk about is the fact that I finished Ice Planet Barbarians like a month ago, a while ago. I have also been editing this video and I realized that I never actually gave you guys like a plot synopsis, so that's what we're here to do today. I'm going to tell you all about Ice Planet Barbarians. I'm going to tell you my final thoughts on it, as well as updating you on Six of Crows. So essentially Georgie is actually just like a normal human lady going about her life, living her best life, until one night she is kidnapped by alien traffickers and she's like sucked up onto their spaceship, and she finds out that there's a bunch of other women that they've also kidnapped, and they essentially just like rot in this hull of the spaceship until the spaceship, I don't remember if it malfunctions or if they get in a fight, but it ends up crash landing on Vector's planet, who is our big blue alien guy. So once they've crash landed, Georgie kind of takes it upon herself to leave the spaceship and try and find some help, and she finds Vector, who freaks the fuck out. He falls to his knees right then and there because, oh my god, that's my mate, you know? He's freaking out. His little whatever in his chest is humming. He's finally found like salvation for his people because they're dying out on this planet, and he's just in love immediately. And so they gallivant around in the snow for a while. Georgie goes back and meets his like family, his people, because of course Vector is the leader of his people. He's like top dog, because why wouldn't he be? So Georgie and Vector's clan essentially go out, form a little search and rescue party, and everybody just lives happily ever after in this cave full of big blue aliens. If I'm rating this book on enjoyment, it's probably like a 4 because I had a really good time with it. It was very addicting. However, if I'm rating it on literary brilliance, it gets like a 1. But I had fun, and at the time it definitely kicked my reading slump to the curb. Not every book has to be a masterpiece with like life lessons and moral questions. Sometimes you've just got to read a smutty little blue alien book. On that note though, with regards to the smut, I did end up skipping quite a few scenes. So as I said before, like 2 months ago, I do think the average rating for this book is pretty accurate. I think it definitely deserves like a 3.5 star. And as much as I did have fun with this book, I think I'm going to settle on giving it a 3 star. However, the next time I'm in a reading slump, I'm absolutely going to be picking the second book up in this series because my god, they are so easy to read, very surface level and just so addicting. So for that reason, I would definitely recommend this series if you're in a reading slump, but if you're looking for something deep, maybe skip it. And now we are going to do a total 180 on the tone of this video and the discussion happening in this video, and I am going to talk about Six of Crows. So as of filming this clip, I'm actually currently about 200 pages into this book. However, I did write some notes when I was only 2 chapters in, and my opinion has changed vastly since writing these notes. So I'm just going to read them to you, and then I will give you my updated kind of thoughts and feelings towards Six of Crows. So I picked up Six of Crows the very same night that I finished Ice Planet Barbarians, and the differences were stark. Let me just say that. So Six of Crows definitely feels like it's written like a young adult novel, which is what it is. So that's expected. The characters definitely do feel like teenagers are struggling to come with terms with the like adult world, which I can relate to, although they are younger than me, so I also am struggling to relate a little bit. I will say, as of now, being a little bit further in, they don't particularly feel like teenagers anymore. Like they still are, and they're still very rebellious in that regard. However, Kaz, that man is not 17. You cannot convince me that he's 17. I said that I really suffered from the kind of fantasy learning curve. You're definitely thrown into this book with no idea what is going on. I don't know if that would have been improved if I read Shadow and Bone before Six of Crows, but I didn't, so got to deal with the consequences of my own actions. But yeah, I was just kind of scrambling to figure out what was happening. My little delusional romance brain that usually just switches off when I'm reading, to be honest, was really struggling, and I found myself, my comprehension skills just like were not there. I would find myself reading for pages and pages, and then I would sort of snap back to reality, and I had no idea what was going on. I hadn't absorbed anything that happened in that past chapter, so I would have to go back and restart. I will say though, that has not lasted. Now that I'm 200 pages in, I definitely have more of a grasp on what's going on, and I'm not losing focus as easily. And then I just went on to say that I was intrigued by Kaz and Inej and their friend, and that I would update you when I was further in and my comprehension skills had improved past that of a 5-year-old, which I can gladly say that they have. I'm very much enjoying this book now that I actually understand what's happening. Despite the fact that I do now know what the hell is going on in this book and I actually am comprehending it, I haven't picked it up in about a month. So I'm not going to try and give you a plot summary thus far. I will give you one in my next update when I am back immersed in the world and can remember what the hell's happening. But just trust me, I'm really enjoying this book. I'm very excited to keep reading it, and I will come to you with another update when I'm a bit further in and can remember what's happening. Hello. We're in the same spot once again. I can't help it. It's just, this is my room and this is the only interesting part of it. So anyway, I have some updates for you on Six of Crows. I've been reading so much. I literally only have this tiny little chunk left. I have indeed been re-immersed in this world. I understand what is going on again. So I will give you a quick plot summary and then we'll go over my updated thoughts and feelings and how pissed off I am. So quick plot summary. Kaz Brecker is our talented little ringleader and he's recruited to rescue Bul Yul Bayer, which some of the names in this book I don't know how to pronounce them, so please forgive me. So this guy is in hot demand because he's a scientist who understands how to use the drug called Judaparam. Within this little Six of Crows world, we have these elemental magicians called Grisha who, when affected by this very addictive drug, become essentially super soldiers. So like, think the Winter Soldier from the MCU, but with the ability to squash your esophagus or dump a rock on you. Small problem for Mr. Kaz Brecker, however, is that Mr. Mad Scientist, Mr. Bul Yul Bayer, is being held in a high security stronghold called the Ice Court, which is in an enemy neighboring nation. However, Kaz cannot say no to the amount of money he's offered. He's offered something like 30 million Kruge, which will essentially set him up for life. And so he goes out and he assembles his little posse to help him with the heist. So we have Inej, who is his wraith, and she's essentially a master of all things stealth. We have Jesper, who is his sharpshooter, as well as Nina, who is a Grisha with the ability to manipulate body and mind. So like, if she looks at you and squeezes her fist, you will choke. On top of those four, they do also acquire two other team members, Matthias and Waylon. However, I don't want to tell you too much about those two because they come in like a tiny bit later in the book, not much later. It's like only 100 pages in, but I literally don't want to spoil anything for you. So just know that there'll be two more members, which obviously makes up the Six of Crows. And so these six hatch up the plan to break into the Ice Court, return Bul Yul Bayer to the guy who hired them, and just roll around in money for the rest of their lives. With the plot summary out of the way, let's catch up about how I'm actually feeling about this book. I spent a good chunk of yesterday experiencing the heist, and after 300 pages of build-up, my expectations were high. But when I tell you it's absolutely meeting my expectations, I'm just having so much fun watching everything like unravel and come together, and some things go wrong. I love action in books so much. It's, oh my god, I'm having the time of my life. Lee is seriously such a talented author. I'm genuinely feeling all of the emotions, all of the actions of all of the characters. She's portraying them so well, and they all feel very unique and individual. I'm also quite enjoying how Lee sort of sprinkles little crumbs of context and backstory amongst the present chapters. Like, you'll be reading and then there'll be this really seamlessly transitioned flashback which gives so much more context to the scene and the character, and she's just done it in like such an expert way that it doesn't make it feel jarring, and it's actually quite enjoyable. Although I will say I wish she didn't slap some of these flashbacks in the like climax, the pinnacle of the book, because people are dying, Lee. Like, I need to know if these characters are gonna make it out alive or not, and you're just here in Canada like 10 years ago. Like, please, Lee, please, people are dying, let me know that they're okay. So the last thing that I read last night was such a big plot twist, and my heart still hurts from the betrayal. I'm not gonna lie, I saw this coming. I really saw this coming, but I was trying so hard to be an optimist. Page 404, for anyone who has read this book and has the physical copy. I'm pissed. You are taking the piss. Oh, I'm so upset. There was so much progress and we just lost it all. Anyway, it was at that point that I decided I needed to put down Six of Crows for the night so that I could give you a play-by-play of my reactions to this bullshit while I go through and read it today. So anytime something interesting or shocking happens in this book, just be prepared for my face to appear on your screen like a fish out of water gaping at you. I will not include any spoilers, so don't you worry about that. I will just be incoherently screaming at you with no context until I convince you to read the book. So let's keep reading. I'm scared. I like don't want to keep reading. Oh, I'm really scared. Like, what if this all goes backwards? Oh, I just need to keep reading. Let's do this. I'm feeling betrayed, but I'm also like secretly still being an optimist. Oh, my heart is beating so fast right now. Oh my god. No, no, no. Oh, yes. Oh my god, yes. Oh, I love this character so much. Oh my god. Oh. What the hell is gonna happen in the second book? I'm so scared. Oh my god. Ew. Oh, I never said in my little update that there's like a little bit of romance happening, and it's so cute. I think the fact that this book is YA means that the romance has to like really be built up and based in emotions and actions. Like it can't just be physical because it's a young adult novel. Like they cannot be physical unless it's kissing. But I think you get what I'm trying to say. So I love this book. I love this book. Oh my god, I need to read the next one, even if it's just for the romance subplots, honestly. Oh no. Stop, am I about to cry? No, no. No. Stop, I have goosebumps all over my body. And my eyelashes in my fucking eye, get out of my eye. This is what good fantasy is. I am like tempted to adjust my fourth wing rating after reading this, but let's not act hasty. Huh? Oh, okay. Well, I know why there's a second book now. 20 pages left. I'm on the final chapter. Figured we should probably read it together. What? Oh. I have a page and a half left. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love this book. Let me think for a second and then you and I are gonna have a discussion. Oh my god. I'm genuinely like not shocked, but shocked. Like my body is in shock. It wasn't even that shocking of an ending. What do I do with myself now? Read the next one and that's what I do. It's been like 20 minutes. I literally just edited all the footage that I just filmed and I don't feel prepared to talk to you about Six of Crows whatsoever, but I need to get this video done in literally a couple of hours. Wow. Wow. You'll have to watch my like next reading wrap up, which should be coming out soon within the next couple of weeks, to get my like fully developed thoughts on Six of Crows, because I head empty, you know? Wow. You know, I think the only thing I can really say is that Six of Crows is genuinely deserving of a 4.5 average rating on Goodreads. It deserves that high rating and I think I'm gonna rate it a 5-star. The way I'm speechless. Six of Crows is my second interaction with fantasy after Fourth Wing, and reading this book I think has made me realize what fantasy should be. It's hard to understand and it's hard to grasp, and it does make me appreciate the simplicity of Fourth Wing, but I'm also like, this book was incredible. Oh my god, you know what, they're just two different things. I'm not gonna even compare them. They're their own entities, but this book was incredible. Wow. If you haven't read this, I seriously encourage you to go read it. Once I got over that initial struggle of actually understanding what the hell is happening in the book, I grew to love it so much, and I understood everything that was happening, and the immersion in this book was just incredible. Like I could imagine things so vividly, and all of the characters, they seriously all have like a little special place in my heart. Now I'm not going to tell you who my favorite is because it might be a big spoiler. I love this book. It's definitely worthy of its Goodreads average rating. Honestly, Ice Plant Barbarians is worthy of its 3.65 star as well. We read two vastly different books in this video, and somehow I found myself enjoying both of them for very different reasons, but oh my god, I had such a good time. I had such a good time with this video. I'm like so happy. I'm still on the like Six of Crows high right now. I'm absolutely, actually I might give it a breather because I need a spicy little romance, but I'm absolutely gonna read Crooked Kingdom very shortly because I cannot be left with that ending. I had such a good time filming this video, even if it did take me 2 months. I had so much fun. And if you guys had fun as well, if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe because I would love to have you here. My Bookstagram and my Goodreads is always linked in the description if you want to check it out. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm literally so happy right now. Like I can't even verbalize how happy I am, but I'm also like not happy because that ending. What the hell? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will hopefully see you in the next one and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Goodbye!